Hi everyone, welcome to Business English Podcast. I'm Tom.
Mary.
In this show, we focus on business communication and essential insights for success. We'll walk you through our format, explain how each segment works, and show you the benefits.
You'll discover powerful tips for real-life challenges while improving English skills step by step. Each episode combines best practices, real examples, and language lessons that boost your confidence.
Stick around, and you'll gain both actionable knowledge and the right phrases to express it. Today, we're exploring how to think like an entrepreneur and why that mindset is vital. In our fast-paced world, innovation and adaptability often separate success from stagnation. Entrepreneurs excel by spotting opportunities and taking bold, informed steps.
Exactly. People might assume entrepreneurs are born with special talents, but that's not necessarily true. Well, it's more about continuous learning, resilience, and a willingness to experiment. Even within big companies, people with an entrepreneurial mindset drive new ideas forward.
So let's dive deeper into this concept. Thinking like an entrepreneur means staying open to change, evaluating risks, and finding solutions before problems even surface. Actually, it's a proactive approach to business rather than a reactive one.
Yes, that's crucial nowadays. You see, markets shift rapidly, consumer preferences evolve, and technology constantly disrupts industries. If we don't adopt an entrepreneurial mindset, we risk falling behind more agile competitors who embrace new opportunities with confidence.
I just think that entrepreneurs don't wait for perfect conditions. Basically, they identify gaps or inefficiencies and act quickly. One inspiring example is Airbnb, which turned unused living spaces into a global platform, transforming the hospitality market.
Well, that's a classic story of seizing an opportunity. Another case is Uber. They saw inefficient taxi services and offered a new way to connect drivers and passengers. Now, it's a global phenomenon that reshaped entire transportation ecosystems.
Entrepreneurial thinking isn't just for startups. Actually, companies like Google encourage employees to spend time on personal projects, sparking internal innovation. That policy led to Gmail and other breakthroughs, all because team members had the freedom to experiment.
Exactly. So thinking like an entrepreneur means looking for hidden potential, whether you're a freelancer or working in a large corporation. It's about challenging assumptions and staying flexible so you can pivot when necessary without losing momentum.
Trends show that the gig economy and remote work have opened countless doors for entrepreneurial thinkers. People launch online shops, offer consulting, or develop apps with just a laptop. So, the barriers to entry are lower, but competition is fierce.
In recent years, social media platforms helped countless entrepreneurs build personal brands. Basically, a single viral video or post can skyrocket a product's popularity. It's not always guaranteed, but the potential reach is massive compared to traditional media.
So we see an age where creativity and action align perfectly for those ready to innovate. I just love how modern tools allow small teams to tackle global challenges. It's an exciting time to be an entrepreneur at any level.
That's true. However, it's not just about enthusiasm. Well, entrepreneurs face obstacles like limited funding, tough competition, or uncertain markets. They need to balance optimism with careful planning, so they're prepared for setbacks and can adapt their strategies effectively.
Exactly. The best entrepreneurs combine passion with discipline. They research their audience, test prototypes, gather feedback, and refine their ideas. This iterative process keeps them agile, which is crucial in rapidly shifting business environments.
You see, even large companies like Amazon keep that startup spirit through constant experimentation. Their willingness to launch new services or pivot existing ones, basically, it helps them stay ahead. If something fails, they learn and move on quickly.
Yes, adaptability is key. Another angle is collaboration. Entrepreneurs often reach out for partnerships or mentorship, joining incubators, attending networking events, or collaborating online. It's not always a lone wolf journey. Teamwork can boost innovation significantly.
Take Apple's early days, for instance. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak complemented each other's skills, creating products that changed personal computing forever. That synergy is a big reason they rose above other garage-based tech experiments of that era.
To sum up so far, entrepreneurial thinking involves spotting opportunities, embracing change, experimenting, collaborating, and staying resilient. We see this mindset not just in startups, but also in established corporations and individual careers. It's about continually pushing boundaries.
Well, thinking this way can help anyone stay competitive in a global economy. Actually, adopting entrepreneurial strategies makes you more proactive in solving problems. Whether you're looking to launch a business or advance in your current job, it's immensely valuable.
By the way, many universities now encourage entrepreneurial thinking, offering incubators and mentorship for students. This growing emphasis suggests that innovative problem solving is becoming a core skill for the future workforce, not just a fringe idea.
Yes, it's more mainstream than ever. The culture is shifting to celebrate experimentation and celebrate small wins. Companies want employees who think like entrepreneurs because fresh ideas spark growth and differentiation in crowded markets.
All right, so let's recap. Entrepreneurial thinking means being curious, agile, and willing to take calculated risks. It thrives on feedback and collaboration, often turning failures into lessons. Ultimately, it's about driving progress through creative problem solving and seizing opportunities.
So that's why it's essential to adopt this mindset, regardless of your role or industry. All right, next we'll share practical tips for embedding these principles into daily life. Stay with us to learn specific steps and best practices.
Now let's get practical. If you want to develop an entrepreneurial mindset, start by setting clear goals. Write them down and break them into smaller tasks. That helps you track progress and celebrate small achievements, which fuels motivation.
Well, another tip is to continuously build your knowledge base. Read industry reports, listen to podcasts, or attend webinars to stay updated on trends. When you understand market shifts, you can position yourself to respond quickly.
Exactly. Also, embrace networking. Basically, talk to people in different fields, because cross-industry insights can spark innovative ideas. LinkedIn groups, local meetups, and online forums are great places to find potential collaborators, mentors, or even future customers.
Collaboration often leads to breakthroughs that wouldn't happen alone. Let me see, you could partner with a designer if you're more of a numbers person. Or if you're creative, connect with someone who excels at operational planning.
So it's also key to test ideas quickly. Don't wait for perfection. A simple pilot run or a minimum viable product can give real feedback. Then, you iterate. By the way, big companies do this too, often calling it a beta test.
Yes, exactly. You see, the faster you learn what works and what doesn't, the less time you waste. If your idea fails, treat it like a lesson. Adopting a growth mindset is crucial for lasting success.
Basically, keep a journal or spreadsheet to record experiments, outcomes, and lessons learned. That way, you have a reference for future projects. Even large corporations compile data from previous launches, so they don't repeat mistakes.
Well, another practical strategy is to observe your surroundings with a critical eye. Look for inefficiencies or gaps in services around you. Like if you notice people complaining about a certain problem, that could be a potential business opportunity.
Yes, many successful products started as answers to common frustrations. I just think that empathy is key here. Actually, understanding user pain points allows you to design solutions that resonate deeply. That's how you build loyal customers.
It helps to follow industry influencers or attend events in your chosen field, so you hear about the latest challenges and opportunities firsthand. Keeping your ear to the ground keeps you agile, and agility is a hallmark of entrepreneurship.
Let me see. Once you gather enough insights, craft a clear value proposition. Basically, sum up how your idea solves a problem or meets a need better than existing options. That clarity helps pitch your concept to stakeholders or investors.
All right, financial planning is also vital. Even if you bootstrap with personal savings, keep track of income, expenses, and cash flow forecasts. Banks or venture capitalists want to see solid financial projections before they invest in any venture.
You see, building a personal brand online is another step. Use social media or a simple blog to showcase expertise and share insights. Consistency is key. If people see your passion, they're more likely to trust your products or services.
And don't forget about mentorship. While finding someone who's already walked that path can save you from pitfalls. Mentors can offer advice, introductions, or even moral support when things get tough. Just be open to feedback and stay humble.
Exactly. Mentors accelerate learning by pointing out blind spots. Another important tip is time management. Actually, Entrepreneurs juggle multiple projects at once, so scheduling priorities and setting deadlines is critical. Use tools like Trello or Google Calendar to stay organized.
Well, as you incorporate these tips, remember to stay adaptable. If market conditions change, pivot. If a new trend emerges, explore it. By embracing a flexible approach, you keep your options open and remain ready for the next opportunity.
Basically, entrepreneurship is about action. Whether you're starting a company or just innovating within your current role, these tips guide you in daily life. Focus on learning, testing ideas fast, building networks, and refining your approach, and you'll see real results. Alright, let's kick off the English lesson with the word iterative. It means a process that repeats steps, refining the outcome each time. We used it to describe how entrepreneurs keep testing and improving until they find the best solution.
Exactly. For example, our product development uses an iterative approach, so we launch a basic version, gather feedback, and refine it. This shows how you repeat the cycle to enhance performance, which is key in fast-changing business environments.
Next, the word pivot. In business, it means changing direction or adjusting your focus when something isn't working. Entrepreneurs pivot to explore a new strategy, product feature, or target market if the initial plan stalls.
For example, we decided to pivot from a consumer app to a B2B service. This indicates a significant shift in approach. While it's crucial to pivot quickly if market conditions change or user feedback suggests a better opportunity.
Now, minimum viable product, often shortened to MVP, is a basic version of a product that includes only essential features. Basically, it lets you test the concept in real conditions before investing heavily in a full-scale launch.
For example, we launched an MVP to see if there was enough user interest. That's a smart strategy because you see if customers actually want the product. You reduce risk and gather feedback early in the process.
Bootstrap refers to building a business with minimal external funding. Entrepreneurs often use personal savings, revenue, or small loans to get started. You see, bootstrapping demands careful budgeting but can offer more control since you're not reliant on large investors.
For example, we bootstrapped our startup until we had enough revenue to grow organically. That means they operated without major investment. Actually, it's a common path for small businesses wanting to prove their model before seeking bigger funding.
Finally, value proposition is the core reason someone should use your product or service. It highlights the unique benefits you offer and how you solve a specific problem. Basically, it answers the question, why should the customer choose you?
For example, our value proposition is affordable, eco-friendly packaging that reduces waste. That clearly tells customers what sets you apart. Well, a strong value proposition can make you stand out in crowded markets and attract loyal buyers.
So these 5 terms, iterative, pivot, MVP, bootstrap, and value proposition, capture crucial entrepreneurial concepts. Mastering them can help you sound more professional and understand the strategies behind successful businesses.
Yes, each term highlights a different piece of the entrepreneurship puzzle, from how you design products to how you handle finances. By practicing these phrases, you also become more confident discussing business cases or pitching ideas in English.
Basically, when you can use terms like pivot or iterative correctly, you signal that you understand real-world processes. That builds credibility. It's not just vocabulary. It's a window into the mindset of successful entrepreneurs and their approach to problem solving.
Exactly. Try making your own example sentences or look for articles where these words appear. Repetition will help you remember them. And if you ever wonder about usage, watch interviews with startup founders or read business case studies for context.
All right. That wraps up our English lesson segment. Keep practicing these terms as you explore entrepreneurial topics. Next, let's summarize our main points and close out this episode on thinking like a successful entrepreneur. So today we discussed how to think like an entrepreneur, exploring mindset, adaptability, and key examples like Airbnb and Uber. We also covered practical tips such as quick testing, networking, and financial planning to help you adopt this perspective daily.
Exactly. Developing an entrepreneurial mindset is not limited to launching a startup. Actually, it can benefit anyone who wants to innovate and solve problems more effectively. By embracing continuous learning and staying open to change, you can create new possibilities.
Well, our practical tips section showed how daily habits, like goal setting and networking, build that mindset. We also emphasize testing ideas through an MVP and using feedback loops. The goal is to stay proactive, adapt fast, and never fear failure.
In the English lesson, we covered iterative, pivot, MVP, bootstrap, and value proposition. Those terms help you discuss entrepreneurship with clarity. Using them correctly strengthens your professional image and helps you collaborate across borders more confidently.
So keep practicing that vocabulary and revisit our tips whenever you need motivation. Let me see. The biggest takeaway is that entrepreneurship is a mindset you can apply anywhere. It's about spotting opportunities, acting decisively, and learning constantly.
All right, we hope this episode inspires you to think creatively, challenge assumptions, and step out of your comfort zone. If you apply these ideas in your career or personal projects, you'll likely see powerful results in both growth and confidence.
You see, we love sharing insights that merge business knowledge with language learning. We believe this dual approach makes you more effective in real-world settings. Exactly. We're excited to see how you use today's tips in your own journey.
And that wraps up this episode. Basically, stay curious, embrace challenges, and let entrepreneurship guide you toward fresh possibilities. Thanks for listening to Business English Podcast. We'll be back soon with more insights and language tips. Until next time, keep learning.